Welcome to Last Man Stands Indian Super Series. It's the semi-final time. Kathiwada Cat Kings have won the toss and put Delhi Lions into bat. Joining me in the commentary box, Rob.
Thanks, Bjorn. Well, a terrific first semi-final there. So we saw the Jaipur Dolphins just get over the line with 3 balls to spare against a spirited Mumbai. We saw Jaipur Dolphins get over the line against the spirited Mumbai Superstars, and I feel here, Bjorn, that it's all going to be in the first 5 or 6 overs where this match could be going for Kathiwada Cat Kings. They've got an exceptional swing bowling attack up front. They're up against one of the batting sides of the tournament in Delhi Lions. They need early wickets, and it's these two, Safan Qureshi, the right arm opening bowler, and Rahul Chungad, who'll bowl the second over, I'm sure, left arm in swing. That's the chance to get early wickets.
Qureshi's had a wonderful tournament so far. I walked past him earlier this morning and I said, you know, win the toss and score 200. They said, no, we're bowling first. So, very confident.
They don't want to be chasing over 140. Much more of a bowling and fielding side, and he's been a real fine, Safan Qureshi, one of the leading wicket takers in this tournament, if not the leading wicket taker, and he's been excellent in the field as well, picking up some double plays and great catches. Let's see what Qureshi has first ball. Hoops in. Fielding deep there from Harry Kalorin, the Englishman. And there we see the in-swing ability of Qureshi. First up, Bjorn.
Great shape, and it's late as well. Batsman played it well. Rohan Rati on strike now.
So I'll have Rati a bit concerned. He'll have seen that from the non-striker's end. Second delivery, hoops in again on the pads. Bit too straight that time, worked into the leg side. 2 off 2 balls so far. Delhi Lions have looked so strong this tournament, almost unbeatable. Great spin bowling attack, excellent batting lineup led by Shivam Sharma at the crease now. But the Kathiwada Cat Kings, one of the stories of the tournament, from a rural part of India. These are all guys from that region. Let's see Qureshi come in. Third delivery, hoops back in again, just into the offside for run a quick single. But the Kathiwada Cat Kings, as we were saying, they all come from this area. They've learnt their cricket through the local project set up there through the Kathiwada Foundation. They've got their own cricket pitch in the village. It's a wonderful place to visit. These young men having their chance to perform on a global stage here. Cameras of the world watching them. 4th ball of the first over. Qureshi comes in again.
Getting really good shape. It's difficult for the batsmen out there. They've been so controlled throughout the tournament. The Delhi Lions happy to rotate the 1s and 2s. They know they've got the power later on.
Absolutely, and they'll be excellent at playing spin. We've seen that throughout the tournament. Qureshi just comes in to finish his first over here. Another great delivery, well played from Shivam Sharma into the offside. Respect for the bowler, and they will have looked at this Kathiwada attack and they'll realise that these 2 openers are the ones that they've got to make sure they don't lose an early wicket to. They'll be confident, I think, going against the spin. We've seen how they play against spin.
They haven't faced anyone that swings the ball as much as Qureshi there. Not in this tournament anyway. Really fantastic bowler.
And for me, Bjorn, Safan Qureshi's got a lot of the control, but Rahul Chungad is the real young mercurial talent. I think he's just 21 years old. Pace when he hoops in that in-swinger on the pads. Shades of Mitchell Stark to him. That's what Kathiwada Cat Kings need now. Down the field, and it's right between long off and long on, so early release of pressure. Lovely shot there from Shivan Sharma, full face the bat, powerfully straight back past the bowler. Wonderful shot there from Sharma. Gets the Delhi Lions going with their first boundary.
Lovely shot, but just a half volley there. A little bit of shape into him, and he's just waited for it and punched it down the ground. Rahul needs to find a better length there. Needs to be either a little bit fuller or bring it back with length.
So we've seen the movement so far. That one comes in on the pads, a bit too straight, and that's where Rahul can just... He goes for the LBWs there. That's his wicket-taking delivery, or one of them. but we do see him occasionally slip down leg a bit with a couple of wides, so he's got to keep the pressure on here. He's got Rohan Ratti on strike now. Third ball of his over, so the dangerous Shivam Sharma off strike. What has Rahul Chungad got for us here?
Straying down leg, that's costly. Needs to find his line. In good shape though. Just pitch that on off stump. It's going to be a handful.
That is the issue with the way that he bowls, just attacking. He's often going to slip down with the amount of swing that he has. Can he get it right this time? So often in this tournament, seen him follow up a wide with a terrific delivery. It hoops back in, a bit too full there. Out to long off, just for the single. And then what we often see with Rahul Bjorn is he'll bowl his first couple of overs over the wicket. And then in the middle to later stages, he comes round the wicket. And he does also look dangerous round the wicket from a wide angle, coming back in towards the off stump. Fourth ball of the second over. Rahul Chungad comes in, down towards deep cover. That's just going to be a single there. So he's responded very well here to the boundary from Shivam Sharma.
So one ball to come. The last two deliveries I think have been a better length.
End of the second over here. Rahul comes in. And is that the LBW? They're going to appeal. He's saying it's missing leg. Wow, that one must have been close there, Bjorn. That was the delivery that Rahul Chungad was after. What do you think there?
Let's have a look at the replay. Umpires have been outstanding all tournament. Let's have a look here. It's a too high. It's going down leg.
Oh, Jason, he was back in his crease as well. Seemed to hit him in front of middle and leg. That's one of those ones with the amount of swing, he would have thought it was slipping down leg, but that one could easily have been given. One leg by that. That would have been a massive wicket.
I think it probably umpire's call there, maybe hitting the outside half of leg stump there. Very good shout. Well finished there over wall there. Rahul. Qureshi now coming back on for his second.
Sure, so that one goes out to the leg side, doesn't get hold of it, just down to backward square leg. We're almost on the 45 there. And on the offside, backward point is almost round to third man, and then a cover point deep. Shivam Sharma now on strike. He's had an excellent tournament so far. One of the batsmen of the tournament, that's without a doubt. Second ball of Safan Qureshi's over. Too short there, Bjorn. Easily turned to the leg side, flies away to this. Wow.
Safan Qureshi mustn't panic here. They've actually bowled really well. They've caused a few problems. We know the Steady Lions can smack it around and hit the boundaries, but he's just dropped that too short there. That's not his game plan. They've got to stick to the strategy that they had earlier. It was causing problems when they're bowling it a bit fuller.
Great batting there from Shivam Sharma, using the pace. Real flat six there. Laying down his marker, showing his class. 14 off 7 balls here, Shivam Sharma. The Kathiwada Cat Kings, the young bowlers, have got to keep their heads here. They've looked dangerous, but they haven't had the rub of the green yet.
Just takes one ball, get that breakthrough. I really would love to get Shivam Sharma out here. He's on 14 from 7 already. Scores 21 without loss. Ball finally gets back. He hit it a long way.
So, Shivam Sharma taking his time, bit of gamesmanship here.
Yeah, a bit irritating. He's been waiting 3 minutes for the ball, and now he decides to put his gloves on. I'd like to see Safan Qureshi pitch this one nice and full.
Can Qureshi bounce back from that sixth? Third ball of his second over. Swings in.
Oh, it's a bad shout! Maybe outside the line. When they pitch it up, they're causing problems, I'm telling you.
2 big LBW shouts in the last 2 overs now from Kathiwada Cat Kings. Let's have a look at this. It was pretty far down the wicket, and Qureshi hoops it in, even if it did hit him in line. Was this missing leg?
Probably missing leg there.
He'd also taken a step down the wicket. Qureshi comes in again.
This could be out. It's gone very high.
It's underneath it, deep mid-wicket, and he's got it safely. Back to the bowler's head, looking for double play. It's not on. Well held in the deep there.
Very good catch. That's a massive wicket. Rohan Rati, he's gone for just 4 runs. Early breakthrough from Kathiwada Cat Kings.
Wonderful stuff here. Qureshi kept his head. Tried to get the 6. Well, he actually played it well. Didn't quite get enough of it. Out in the deep. Kept his eye on it. Tucked it into his chest. Reacted quickly to the double play chance. It wasn't on. They needed that wicket there to get going, the Cat Kings. Safan Qureshi, one of the leading bowlers of this tournament, picks up another wicket, the young man. 1 for 11 after 1.4. Can he follow it up with another one?
It's a different wicket to the ones that the Delhi Lions did so well in last night. A little bit more zip in this track here. Different conditions for them.
It's a really excellent batting track, and it's going to be different conditions as well. Late afternoon, almost early evening here, so the sun still out. But then the second innings, the floodlights will be on. Bit of dew will be starting to build. Rajesh Sharma, the new batsman, comes to the crease. First ball, well played into the offside. Sensible batting, just gets off the mark. End of the 3rd over for the Delhi Lions. Score moves on to 23 for 1. Safan Qureshi picks up another wicket, 1 for 12 off 2 overs. Bjorn, it's been a wonderful atmosphere here today, and it's only building going into the evening with a bit of the local Delhi support coming in. So I'd imagine the noise levels are going to ramp up as the Delhi boundaries are hit.
Good crowd in. We've got a lot of spectators have booked their spot on the red wall there. They're not leaving their seats. It's going to be a fantastic evening here.
So Rahul Chungad, the ball is still swinging. Can he get that hooping delivery back into Rajesh Sharma to trap him LBW?
Good delivery, nice and full again. This is a key pair here for the Delhi Lions, the Shivam Sharma and Rajesh Sharma. 2 quality batsmen at the crease. If they can get these 2 guys out, they'll have a real shot at winning this match.
Absolutely. The young man, Rahul Chungad, comes in. What's he got for us here? Second delivery of second over, 2 wide there, outside off stump, relieves a bit of the pressure. But just when you look at those last 10 balls, Bjorn, real pressure from the Kathiwada Cat Kings, apart from that 1 flat 6 that Shivam Sharma flicked over square leg. Flick isn't quite the right word. We almost muscled over square leg, but made it look so easy. Rahul Chungad comes in again for his second delivery, swings it back in, saved by the stump there. That would have been 4 all, ends up with the wide long on down here.
Lovely looking shot there. Lucky to get away with that.
And we just see AB de Villiers, LMS's global ambassador, popping up there. Last man stands, anyone's game. Wide outside off stump. They'll go out deep to wide long off, coming round to cut it off for 1. Lastmanstands.com/join. Anyone can play Last Man Stands. Join the other 300,000 players globally. You could be playing in the next India Super Series here in Delhi. We could be going to Barbados for the Barbados Open, or just nipping around the corner to play in your local league. 4th ball of Rahul Chungad's over, swings back in beautifully there, Bjorn, and well played by the batsman.
It's good bowling here from Rahul. Just the 1 wide that was a bit loose, but it's really good over here. Dots and ones, nothing wrong.
So what would you do as skipper here? Bjorn, let's just watch the last ball of the 4th over. Rahul comes in, doesn't quite get hold of it, out to long on. Harry Kaloran, the Englishman, the English captain for Kathiwada Cat Kings, brings to an end the 4th over, 27 for 1. And just before we go on a chat, another banner coming up, the Malaysia Open, end of July. Open to any team globally. Lastmanstands.com/Malaysia-Open. Wonderful place to visit, Malaysia and Kuala Lumpur. Fantastic food, great cricket pitches, lovely weather, lovely beaches. So get on to that, the next big LMS tour in Malaysia. But Bjorn, I was going to ask, in this scenario, if you're the captain, Qureshi's coming on for his 3rd. Do you give Rahul a 3rd? Do you go 6 overs with the seam bowlers with it swinging so much, or do you not leave enough in the sheds if you do that?
I think these are 2 key wickets here. They can get one of them out. It's worth the gamble. So let's bowl them to at least 3 each. Save them one for later at the death. 19 and 20. It's a team game after all. Everyone's got to pitch in, but
I agree with you there. Just the danger while the ball is still swinging, and these are two exceptionally talented swing bowlers we're seeing in action here. Variation between the right arm and left arm bowlers. Well, Qureshi comes in. Respectfully played there from Shivam Sharma. He knows that he's got a real bowler on his hands here. We've seen him really go after some other bowlers this tournament, but he's playing with respect here against Stefan Qureshi, the young man from Kathiwada.
Loose delivery there. Loses his shape there. It's not what the doctor ordered, because there's been such good pressure on these two batsmen. As you were saying earlier, almost respectful of the bowlers, which we haven't seen all tournament. Shivam Sharma's absolutely dominated the bowlers to date. What can Qureshi do here? Oh, it's popped. He hasn't liked that, the batsman. It's just the one. It's a moral victory for Qureshi there.
Bowled really well here, Stefan Qureshi. And when you look at those figures, Bjorn, 2.3 overs, 1 for 15. That includes that 6 in there, which was a brilliant shot from Shivam Sharma. He's showing his class once again. I really hope that we see a lot more of this young man. A real gentleman, excellent in the field, and a wonderful bowler to watch.
Punched hard down the wicket. Fielded as well. Gets his knee there. It's going to hurt later.
Shows the value of getting your body behind the ball there. Odd bounce at the end and still prevented a 4. So last ball of Qureshi's 3rd over. This could be the last of him that we see until the latter stages of the innings. Nurdled off the legs, down to fine leg. Are they going to come back to do? They are. Quick throw in. Batsman make it comfortably in the end.
It's good running. Good running. So 33 for 1 after 5. Shivam Sharma on 19 of 13. Rajesh Sharma on 6 from 8. Great figures there for Stefan Qureshi.
So we're going to see a change in the bowling here, Bjorn. So Raul is going to have his 2 overs left, which doesn't surprise me actually, in the sense that when he comes left arm round the wicket and angles it in the second 10, he's very dangerous against a middle order batsman. So new bowler coming into the attack here, Jagdish Palmer. Excellent batsman as well. Showed yesterday that he's got a sensible head on his shoulders as well when under pressure bowling. So first 5 overs, 33 for 1. Who do you think is going to be happier with that, Bjorn?
I think the Kathiwada Cat Kings are going to be thrilled, delighted with the start. It's wonderful stuff from the bowlers. Projected scores only 132. It's a 185 par wicket, so we know they can accelerate, but you can't ask much more from the bowlers than what they've provided.
Rajesh Sharma facing up against Jagdish Palmer here. Wide out to the off stump. He's hit that one hard, but it's gone straight to the fielder, so just a single there. I'd actually slightly disagree with Bjorn. I'd be happier in the Delhi Lions camp here, just from having watched a lot of Kathiwada this tournament, the importance of that opening bowling pair, and to have only lost 1 wicket there, I feel that they're well placed now to kick on. Too far outside off stump there, so obviously shows that it's 50-50 at this stage. Commentators disagreeing. Scores 35 for 1, and Jagdish Palmer won't have wanted that wide to release early pressure in his first over.
Let's see what happens as the game unfolds. Certainly is a good platform for the Delhi Lions, and they play such risk-free cricket. Good fielding in the deep there, but bowler should have done better there. Harry Kiloran tidies up. It's good awareness from the Englishman.
Absolutely, and I do feel even in these latter stages, we've seen a few too many overthrows, Bjorn. It's almost like with a lot of these fielders out on the boundary, they're not reacting as quickly as they could, but Harry Kiloran showing the way there, just coming in off the boundary to make sure there was no overthrow there. Shivam Sharma on strike, 20 off 14. He's looked really good, advancing down the wicket, and he goes big to wide, long on. Is he going to beat the fielder? No, he won't. Stefan Qureshi's got a great arm on him.
He's a gun fielder. Look at that arm. It's amazing. He's my pick. My first name down that I put down in the Indian side for the Last Man Stands World Cup if I'm the Indian selector.
Wonderful player, a real gentleman of a guy as well. Very quick in the deep. So they've got a gun fielder at long on here. Kathiwada Cat Kings. That's worth remembering. Bunted down to Qureshi. It's just going to be a single there. So ticking along. And again, we look at these last 10 balls. Bjorn, a couple of wides in there. 1, 2. But outside of that, a dot and the rest singles. So excellent pressure here from the Kathiwada Cat Kings. Last ball of Palmer's first over. Strays onto the leg side. That releases the pressure there. 4 through square leg. He'll be very disappointed with that, Bjorn. A gimme on the legs.
But watch Shivam Sharma here. Just uses his feet so well in the cliche camp. He shuffles down, turns it into a half volley, and just helps it on its way. Puts the pressure on the bowler.
So just as we were saying how tight it had been the previous 10 deliveries, Shivam Sharma releases that pressure, moves on to 25 off 16, score now 42 off 6 overs. Just the 1 wicket down, projected score at the moment 140 based on the current run rate, and we're seeing our first bit of spin with the left armour, Dhaval Patel, coming into the attack.
Shivam Sharma still the key wicket they need to get out here.
Patel round the wicket. Flights it up. That goes down the ground.
Just over the commentary box there. Let's take evasive action.
That's not the way that Dhaval Patel would have wanted his spell of bowling to go.
Oh, it's too slow through the air. He needs to push it through.
Wow, there we go. Pressure on Dhaval Patel early. 6 and 4 off his first 2 deliveries. Wow, pressure on the left arm bowler here. Just flights it up there again, and Rajesh Sharma bang onto it. Wow, that was Kathiwada Cat Kings, normally so good in the field, but that one was a bit casual. He could have slid there, Bjorn. They'll be disappointed with that. Up to Harry Kalorin and the Kathiwada boys to really get a bit of discipline back, a bit of belief in the side. Last 3 balls have gone for 14, and another hit out to the offside. They're running the first one hard. Just going to be the single there. You change of momentum here, Bjorn.
Projected score now 161 with those boundaries. Look at that 4-6, 4-1.
How quickly that changes. So pressure on Dhaval Patel. The left arm spin bowler. 2 balls left in his over. He'll be desperate for a wicket here. Oh, pushes it short there. Out to the offside just for a single. Batsman thinking about a second, but good quick throw in.
It's a better delivery there. It's flatter. It's pushed it through. It's harder to get under and generate pace from. It's too full there. Lucky to get away with just the 1.
Well, he's recovered the over well there, Bjorn, with 3 singles after the first 2 overs. First 2 balls went for 6 and 4. 55 for 1 after 7 overs. Are we seeing the Delhi Lions acceleration here? With the first over of spin going for 13 runs. Jagdish Palmer on to bowl his second over. Can he pull it back for his team?
Just look at the strike rates there of Rajesh Sharma. It's gone. He was behind the runner ball. Now he's on 21 from 15. Shivam Sharma has always been free scoring. He's on 26 from 17.
Definitely sense a momentum swish. Just here, Jagdish Palmer comes in for the start of his second over. Just outside off dump, back down the ground. Has he got enough power? Doesn't beat the long off fielder. 7.1 overs, 56 for 1 for the Delhi Lions. Looking to post about 170 to try and get into the inaugural India Super Series final this evening here in Delhi. Kathiwada Cat Kings looking to spoil the host's party. Palmer comes in for a second delivery of his second over, outside off. It's gone straight. Fielder will come round. Has he managed to keep it in?
Oh, no, you haven't.
Tough there in the deep. Both fielders have come round for it, and it was just knocked in front of the other. Tough luck. No luck going the Kathiwada Cat Kings ways here. A couple of close LBW. calls didn't go their way, and then just this in the deep. Oh, just got that nasty little bounce. And
keep your eyes on the ball there. It's crucial there. Unnecessary. Should have done better.
so real pressure release there again after a few singles in a row. Shivam Sharma moves on to 30 off 18, 7.2 overs. And he flicks that off his legs out to the deep. Just the single. They're coming back for two. Harry Kaloran gets it in. Easy two in the end. 2 balls left of Palmer's second over. He'll be desperate for a wicket here. If he can get Shivam Sharma, this whole match will change momentum once again. Big couple of balls here. Palmer comes in, advanced up the wicket again. Shivam Sharma, we've seen him do that a lot so far.
Very good use of the feet again from Sharma. Just hit his pads outside the line there, the umpire said. Now 1 ball to come.
Raja Sharma on strike now. Last ball of the second over from Jagdish Palmer. Can he get the second wicket for the Kathiwada Cat Kings? Down to long on, just for a single to Safan Qureshi. So end of the 8th over, 64 for 1. So run rate exactly 8 and over now. Projected score 160, generally considered to be par in LMS matches in these kind of conditions.
I would say par here is 170. It's a really good batting track. Harry's coming on to bowl.
Excellent batting track, as Bjorn says. Terrific work by the ground staff here at the ballpark in Gurgaon, Delhi.
It's a shorter boundary here, so it's a bit more tricky for the spinners. It'll be interesting to see what field he sets and what line of attack he comes from.
Absolutely. Just we're waiting for Harry to get ready to bowl. We spoke a lot about him yesterday. We'll tell you his story in just a moment, but we'll look at the field. We've got a wideish long on, deep square leg, backward square leg as well. Backward point almost on the 45, a deep cover point and a wide long off. Harry Kaloran comes in for his first delivery of this semi-final. The off spinner, excellent first ball. Back to him for a dot. So Harry's a North Englishman from Northwest England, Cheshire, minor counties player. Comes in for his second delivery against Rajesh Sharma. Pushed into the leg side there for the single. He's on his way back from playing a season of cricket in Victoria, Australia. On his way back to England for the summer there, where he'll be playing his cricket in Yorkshire. Came to India over a week early to join the Kathiwada boys out in the Principality, 3 hours northeast of Vadora. See his third delivery here. Pulls out of that delivery. He's got a wonderful action, Harry Kaloran. Helps him keep his head coming into bowl. Let's just see this third delivery before we continue on that note. Oh, they've gone hard after him there, and they've really got hold of that. It's a big, big 6 over the canteen. Well, Bjorn showing his power here, Shivam Sharma.
It's a short boundary. He's attacked him there. Missed your length against him, and unfortunately, you pay the price. It's a little bit of interesting information. Harry Kaloran is the youngest ever captain of Chester Borton Hall Cricket Club. It's one of the biggest cricket clubs up north. And what a talent he is. He's a great strategist of the game. You'll have a plan to both of these bowlers here. A little bit too full on that occasion.
Absolutely, and as we were saying, he went out to Kathiwada a week early to get to know these guys last weekend. Just comes in for his 4th delivery out to the offside there. That'll just be the single, and that's helped him get to know all the boys. A few warm-up games and matches with them last weekend in Kathiwada, hosted by Diggy and his mother Sangeeta. It's a wonderful principality out there, forests with bears and leopards and a private cricket ground that Diggy's built for the village. Just nudged down behind, square on the leg side. They won't get there, backward square leg, 4 runs. So a 6 and a 4 off the final 3 deliveries of Harry Kaloran's over. Delhi Lions on the charge here, Bjorn.
12 runs coming off that over. Harry's not happy. Really good batting.
He has such high standards of himself. So yes, the Englishman will be disappointed there. You really sense this big momentum shift the last 3 overs or so. 76 for 1 now, the Delhi Lions. Wicket very much needed to change the trajectory of this game. Now the projected score up to what you're saying is almost par, Bjorn, 169, but with this amount of wickets in hand, that's only going to increase the run rate.
Certainly will. The crowd's really pulling in. The red brick wall is filling up quickly, so if you're still at work, you better hurry up down to the ballpark in Gurgaon and catch some of the action.
So they've turned to Rahul Chungad early, so Pavel has been removed after 1 over, so Rahul Chungad, the left arm opener, will come round the wicket, and he is dangerous there, attacking the off stump from a wide angle. That's what they need him to do here. They need this wicket. Shivam Sharma.
This could be out. No, it's a boundary. He sliced the fielders there. Won't be too disappointed with that. They're looking for wickets here. They need a breakthrough. There's half a chance there. He hits that 2 meters to the right, and that's down the fielder's throat.
Let's have a look at this. He puts it wide outside off stump. Shivam after it in a flash. Bang. Doesn't quite get it, but in the end, safely through extra cover for 4. 43 off 23 now. Wonderful innings once again from Shivam Sharma. Can he get through to the 50s? Up against the young Rahul Chungad round the wicket. Beautiful shot there. The power through point. That was the point boundary in just about a second and a half, and wow, moves on to 47. Could this be a semi-final winning innings?
It's too wide, it's too loose there. You can't bowl that short to someone of the class of Shivam Sharma. If he's going to come around the wicket, it needs to be hitting the wickets. That's just given him far too much room there.
Bang, like a bullet out there through point.
Ross Kathiwada could have hit that one.
19 runs now off the last 4 deliveries. Pressure really on the young Kathiwada Cat Kings bowlers. What has Rahul Chungad got here? And he's been belted again through the offside.
Too short, it's way too short. He's got to bowl it at the wickets here. He's making cardinal sin. Not bowling against anyone here. Shivam Sharma he's up against.
Now it'll be a learning curve for the young man. A class act Shivam Sharma, and he retires there with 51 from 25 balls. Piercing that point boundary. Cover first, then point, then point. Retires with a wonderful opening innings. Really puts his team in the box seat. 88 for 1 after 9.3. Projected score now 183. They've accelerated in the last 4 overs. It's looking very difficult for the Kathiwada Cat Kings now, Bjorn.
Oh, it's a game of 2 innings, Rob. Anything can happen still. As you know, when we were out there in Kathiwada, they've got a useful batting lineup as well. And they've just got to believe in themselves to do it with the bat. Not going to be easy, though, that's for sure.
And a new batsman at the crease now as well, Dhruv Singh Parwal. Just got important to get the pressure back on, tie him down. Still got another 10 overs. Keep it tight, 10 overs. 70 odd scored off it, and then it's a below par score.
Chance for a batsman is not in yet. He can take a wicket here. That's out. That's out. Can you believe it? They needed it, and that's a breakthrough.
Great stuff there from Rahul Chungad. Came over the wicket to the left-hander. First ball for Dhruv Singh Parwal. A perfect line there. Just moved slightly.
That's beating him for pace, Rob. That's just pace. Raw pace there. He wasn't expecting it to be that quick.
Great stuff from the young man. Well, just when they needed the wicket, Rahul Chungad has come through with it. 88 for 2. 1 ball left until the 10 over turn.
Such a better delivery. Just bowling too short to Sharma earlier on. What a pity. As soon as he pitches it up, he's dangerous.
So halfway point. Vikas Dixit coming in for the Delhi Lions. Will face 1 ball before the change of ends, and then 10 overs will be bowled from the other end. Speeds up the game. Bowling 10 from each end, and also makes things quite tactical in terms of which batsmen bat where and which bowlers bat where, left and right hand combinations. wind affected as well. So Dixit, bit of pressure back on the Delhi Lions here. He'll know that this is the last ball of Raoul's over.
Like to see it full and straight, on his toes, a Yorker. What can he do?
Junga comes in,
Short.
wide outside off stump again. That's the ball that he's been hit for runs so far, but that one will just go for a single. Brings them to the 10th over, 89 for 2. Delhi Lions will be delighted with that start, led by Shivam Sharma's wonderful 50. Kathiwada Cat Kings will be buoyed by the wicket there. Born for Harry Kalorin and his spinners to pull this back. Got a great 10 overs ahead for you.
And this second 10's going to be a lot harder for the batsmen. Well, not harder, but they're going to have to time it better. It's an extra 15, 20 meters at some points. It's definitely a longer hit. A little bit of tactics there being provided by the team manager, Nav, to his 2 star batsmen. Joining me in the commentary box, Mr. Wayne Grieve.
Good evening, Bjorn. So that was an exciting 10 overs. The Kathiwada Catkins started very well, but as the game has gone on, the Delhi Lions have started to dominate. They're in a very strong position here at the turn. We call the halfway mark of the innings. They've swapped ends.
They're bringing on, looks like they're bringing back the spinner here. Deval Patel, he went for 13 in this first over. This is a better end to bowl him from. A little bit of forgiveness with these long boundaries.
I think it's also a nicer time to bowl, Bjorn, just after a wicket and a batsman's retired. So it's probably an over where you can maybe sneak in a few dots. In last man stands cricket, 1 is almost as good as a dot. So that's a good start there. That little platform for him to build from in this over.
Settle his nerves there. He's well bowled. Into the pads, darted it in. Much less flight than he bowled with that first over. It was just too slow through the air. Very good again.
So all eyes now on Rajesh Sharma. What's he going to do? His namesake has retired. The new batsman's Vikas Dixit.
Really good stuff from Patel. Just the 3 so far. He's got 2 to come. He needs to finish off this over strong.
And Kathiwada Cat Kings are actually a very good ground fielding team. Qureshi at mid-on covers a lot of ground, attacks the ball.
A little bit of width and pays the price. Another boundary, so strong. There really is no room for error against Rajesh Sharma.
Just that's well played. He's played that so late behind him. I think on a lot of occasions during this tournament that might have only been 1 beyond, but they bowl into a high-class batting lineup here.
1 to come. That's better.
He's pushed it there. Qureshi's got to do some work here.
This could be a run out.
Direct hit.
Oh my word, he was gone for all my money there.
Qureshi's done outstandingly. There was 2. But Qureshi covers the ground quickly. And you can see why they've got him at mid-on. I think it needed to be direct hit, and I think he would have been out if it was a direct hit there.
I think he was at least half a meter short there. They needed that wicket too.
Beyond just a little side thing here. No one scored 100, I think, against Delhi in this tournament yet. I don't know what the Centurion side finished up on, but I think might have been just over 100. But their bowling lineup is arguably their strength. So the Kathiwada Cat Kings have a lot of work to do here. They need to try and find a way to keep this under 160, maybe 170, but anything above that is really going to be tough.
What can Harry do? Just the one.
Mini victory for Harry Kaloran there. Little top edge, didn't carry to the deep backward square leg.
Wayne, I'm going to depart. We've got the world famous Diggy coming into the comms box. He's a team owner of Kathiwada Cat Kings.
As we see Kaloran continue here. Reverse sweep. It's another boundary. Kaloran's got his hands on his hips there, but not much you can do with that. Not a bad delivery at all. Batsman's just worked it down to third man, and this is just outstanding batting. And it's great to have Diggy join us in the commentary box. Diggy is the team owner of Kathiwada and responsible for the Kathiwada Foundation. Diggy, good evening.
Wayno, thank you for having me in the comm box, mate.
How are you feeling?
It's good to be here. It's a bit nervous situation here because we're up against the local boys, and two, they're one heck of a side, aren't they, right? So and our boys have kind of put their backs into it, so always feel a bit nervous during these times, but yeah, that's the game of cricket, right? That's why we're here. That's why we enjoy it so much.
Yeah, I know you're very passionate about your foundation and you're passionate about cricket. You must be proud to see the guys here. Gone straight up. Kaloran doesn't want to drop this, and he doesn't. He's got safe hands. Diggy, how do you feel now?
Oh, that was just marvelous, right, by Harry. That was just absolutely all the LMS experience from Harry coming in to play right there. It's absolutely brilliant to get a wicket at this stage because we really needed that one for sure.
And this is probably a good moment for you to talk about the experience of having Harry come to your palace last week, Diggy, and just the interaction that he had with all the teammates. How's that gone for you and the team?
Oh, look, it means the world to us, right? Because he brings a lot of LMS experience. He brings the foreign flavor to the side. He's young, but he's got a lot to offer in terms of cricketing skill as well as knowledge. And it's a whole new format for our boys, right? So it's a really big deal to have Harry play for us. And they get along like a house on fire. From the day that Harry got in, the boys were a bit skeptical. Could we play with a foreigner? Will we be able to communicate? And honestly, I think it's been just so seamless, and it's been just brilliant to have Harry around. And you can tell, even from the quarterfinal game, he took us over the line. Now with his bowling, that wicket in a crucial time of the game, it's been epic so far.
And I think this is a learning curve for Harry as well. He's actually bowled quite well yet today, but he's gone for a bit, but not from bad bowling, just skillful batting. And he's also going to be nervous out here. I know his club mates back in Chester will be watching. His mum and dad will be watching.
Yeah, Harry's family's out here, isn't it? So it's obviously a big moment for him to play like Indian Super Series, be in the semi-finals. Who would have thought? So it is a big moment for him as well. And we're happy that he's with us as an overseas pro, not playing for anyone else. So we couldn't be more stoked actually.
I think one of his strengths is he's a people's person, Harry, and he's a good leader, and he knows how to get the most out of people around him. And I think that's one of the reasons why I think the Kathiwada side have gone quite deep. They're very skillful, Diggy, very skillful side. But I think, as you say, just the extra little bit of knowledge and a little bit of leadership is just giving them an extra 5%.
Yeah, well said, Wayno. I think he's definitely got the people skills, right? Even at his age, he's got the people skills. He's traveled the world, so he also has a lot of kind of global exposure, dealing with different personalities. Because teams are all about personalities at the end of the day, right? And how do you manage them? He's vice captain of the side, but I think we have 2 or 3 leaders here in the squad who kind of make decisions together because it's such a new format for us as well. And it means a lot to the foundation because they're over 150 people just gathering up on one screen in multiple villages of Kathiwada. I don't even know what the numbers are going to be like. We'll probably know at the end of the day. We have some videos to share and things like that, which we'll do on the LMS page.
Hit hard out to the boundary field as well. Brilliantly field. I've loved watching your boys field, Diggy. So much spirit, so much energy.
There's so much hunger, isn't it, Wayno? I mean, you're coming from rural India, you're getting to play on fantastic ground in a tournament that's been just so it's been enlightening for these guys, right? I mean, this is moments that they would cherish to play a semi-final under lights in New Delhi. That's not an opportunity that boys from villages get, very often. And to be on an international platform where their statistics, their data, their replays, they can go back and watch their matches and performances with their friends and family and look forward to what they can do in LMS, in other leagues that would happen in India. So it's transformative, honestly, even from a character perspective. They're going to learn a lot from this tour, living together 7 days. They've never been on a tour this long. Usually their tours are 2 or 3 days, and they're, restricted to their districts or their states. And they definitely don't get this kind of quality of infrastructure when it comes to grounds, technology and things like that. So.
And talking about the technology and grounds, the lights are just coming on, so it's a nice phase of the game. Maybe an opportunity for the Kathiwada Cat Kings just to sneak another wicket here, just as the lights start to shine through here. Brilliant work from the keeper there.
Yeah, crucial phase this way. Keval's a really good keeper. He's a top lad. He didn't play the first couple of games. It's just the nature of the game, the balance of the squad. But he's made his way back in, and he's just a fantastic young lad as well.
Pushed into the extra cover region. Should be 2 more, 4 more. Jeez, the timing of these Delhi Lions guys, I thought that was just going to be 2, but they hit it so cleanly. Diggy, I think, am I correct in saying your bowling is usually your slightly stronger unit, or am I being unfair on the batsman?
Yeah, look, I mean, our bowling is definitely stronger than our batting, no two ways about it. But again, we're up against a quality side here. Delhi are power pack side, as you can tell from the whole tournament, and they have a strong bowling unit as well. So and having said that, the Kathiwada team has nothing to lose really, because they're coming in as underdogs, and they just need to realize that they don't need to take the pressure, because it's all on Delhi to make or break their game. And I think they're slightly ahead of par score here, I think, Delhi, so definitely in cruising position. But let's see what happens in the next 7 overs.
Could be 2. They're going for 2. Needs a good throw. Fielder fumbles, but he's recovered. Yeah, I think you're right there. They're definitely the underdogs. And after their quarter-final, I walked past and I said to them, congratulations. And they kept reminding me that they're the big underdogs, which I liked. They were proud to say that Kathiwada Cat Kings had got their names on the map. Well bowled there from Kaloran there. Turn and bounce. We can see a replay of that one, so be interesting to see if the wicket's going to start turning a bit now. Stanley delivery there. I think Lauren will enjoy bowling to the left-hander, yeah.
Yeah, I think, Wayne, it's with teams like Delhi Lions, it's so important to keep it as tight as you can, because they're going to hit good shots of good balls as well, right? It's unavoidable in any format of cricket. But the shorter formats, obviously the most cruel on the bowlers in that sense. But what LMS does is it gives you a chance to really sharpen your skills and show what you're made of when you're under pressure. So
Roger Sharma goes deep in his crease, just 2 away from his 50, but he's not going to get it off this delivery, so they're making him work for his 50, and this is good, yeah, Dig. It's exactly what you're saying. Make them, if they're going to hit a good shot and hit you for boundary, then you say well done. But just don't give them any easy boundaries. Attack the ball in the field, and so far they've done exactly that. Well bowled, good over here from Kaloran. Oh, that's the over eagerness. He's gone too keen. He's slidden down on the delivery. He's going to be so angry with himself. He's just bounced one off his knee and it's got away from him. So
yeah, a bit sloppy there to finish the over, but that's all right. I mean, you've got to live and learn from the sport. So overall, it's fairly tidy over, though.
I think even the nerves get into Harry there, because he's seen it being pushed out. He's so hungry to do well for the Kathiwada Cat, and he's slidden on one. He probably didn't need to do it, but he's just wanting to show strong body language, and on that occasion, it's gone against him. But you'd rather see your teammate giving everything and making a mistake than not trying.
Oh yeah, I think that's that's something that resonates with all these boys. They're all there to give their 110%, and they've been doing that throughout the tournament, even in the warm-up games and things like that in Kathiwada. And that's just such a joy to see, right? Because that body language translates and it kind of filters down to the next person, whether they're playing the game or even just watching it.
And that's going to be Sharma's 50. He finishes in style. So he's the second Sharma to get to 50. As you see Blake van der Linde enjoying the music in the background. Needs to work on that hip shake, but it's straight into your foundation board. It's a bit of a bittersweet moment, that. Some advertising for you, but
it's a good shot. We're happy to see his back for a bit, aren't we, huh? Until both of them come out towards the tail end of the innings, if at all. But with just 3 wickets down, I think Delhi has a pretty strong batting lineup through and through. It's just all going to depend on how tight the boys manage to keep it from here on, and if they can hold. I think now it's going to be a matter of who holds their nerves till the culmination of the innings.
And this is the one good thing about last man stands is your depth tested. So there is a little bit of a moment here. Surat's got 8 of 7. Kumar's yet to get off the mark. So if they can get 2 or 3 tight overs here, I know they've still got the 2 Sharmas to return, but they can just want to try and sneak in a few tight overs here. It's a good start there from Patel. And what are your thoughts on the batting lineup there? Do you get involved in that, or do you leave that to the coach and the captain?
Not at all. Yeah, I just totally leave it to the coach and the captain. They've been chatting every day before and after the game. The coach couldn't be here, unfortunately, because he has other commitments in Mumbai. But smack there, that's a pretty neat shot down to the boundary there, like Cow's corner. So that's what he means. They're just so quick on length. These Delhi boys, even if they've just come fresh to the wicket, even though Shehawad's been around for a bit, he's seen himself in. He's played about 7 balls, so that was just ripe for him. Just sat up, waiting there to get hit. So that's another good shot. I think that's going to be out of the park. Yeah, there.
So my advice would have been to him before that ball is to just pitch it up a bit. Well, my advice would have been wrong because he's pitched it up and he's been hit for 6. So I would be just keeping my mouth quiet and hoping that he works it out himself.
Yeah, I think with Dhaval, it's he's a really tight bowler. You know, most parts of the world he keeps it pretty tight, but also got to notice that these Delhi batsmen are really good with spin. They probably play so much spin day in and day out, especially being seasoned Indian players. You get to play quality spin more often than you get to face a lot of quality pace. So I think that's something where maybe we need to plug a gap, but you know, those are our resources and you've got to do the best with what you have. And the credit has to go to the batsmen because they're hitting good shots of good balls too.
They are digging. So far, I don't think there's anything that the Kathiwada Kings can regret, and that's all you want. You know, if you've gone out there, you've bowled to plan. I don't think there's been any poor bowling or poor fielding. There's just been outstanding batting, and whatever happens from here, that's all you can ask of your team.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well said, Wayne. That's important that the boys go back guilt-free, go back with some momentum. Another good shot down deep mid-wicket. Yeah, Shehawat seems to be gaining some momentum and some form into this innings now with 3 quick boundaries there.
He can play with 3 of them because both Sharmas have retired with 50. Just a shuffle across the wicket. It's a good old-fashioned heave-ho, but he knows what he's doing.
Well, that's a good part about the format, right? He's got 2 boys in the dugout, 50-plus scores. He has nothing to worry about. It gives him an opportunity now to express himself. The job's done. He was 8 of 7. Now he's 24 of 12. Perfect timing. Shows his class and experience as a batsman as well. So a lot of learning comes through this format as well because everyone gets a chance to make an impact in the game, and that's just just wonderful for all these boys actually on both sides, batsmen, fielders or bowlers.
A good comeback from Lauren. Important not to give away the over. Went for 4. He's got a 1 and then a dot, so he's fighting his way back in this over. If you can finish off with 2 singles or even 1 dot, he'll actually end up winning the over, Diggy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's see how these 2 balls go here.
He holds it.
That's another good ball there. That's restricted him to 1.
He's just dragged his length a little bit back, but not too short. That is very well bowled.
Harry's Harry's got good control over his line length. So it's really up to, at this stage, reading what the batsman's going to do with you.
He just fires the wide one there.
Yeah, I think that was a case of reading what the batsman's going to do and trying to outsmart him, but execution was a bit wayward there.
It's okay. If it only goes for one or a dot, he'll take that. That's gone straight up. The field is coming around. It's got a long way to go. It's got to pose himself. And few bubbles, double play opportunity. Double play.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Word.
That's brilliant from the boys there. That was exciting to watch. It's absolutely brilliant.
So what a moment in the game.
Another big moment there, Wayne. Another big moment there. Harry coming to the party again. Some good fielding there. He fumbled.
Ice cream cone. Watch the ice cream cone. Little ice cream cone pops up. There we go. And he recovers.
Yep. That's good presence of mind after fumbling. That takes a lot of character, even as a fielder, to be in the game. And that's, again, another exciting LMS moment there. Even having fumbled the ball and getting 2 wickets off that ball, that was just spectacular.
Delhi Lions are 5 down now. And suddenly, yes, okay, it brings, I think, one of the retired batsmen back to the crease, but suddenly you have to worry about getting bowled at you. You know, that's your fear. My advice, if I was captain, is, guys, we've got an opportunity to bowl them out. If we can let them only bat 18 overs, they might only end up with 160, 165. So there's a little bit of pressure now on the Lions. Shivan Sharma, he's been a cool customer, so I'm not sure he'll feel too much pressure. But there's just a little bit of half a chance here for the Cat Kings.
Yeah, I agree, I think it's... Delhi know that they have 2 batsmen with 50-plus scores, so they have a bit of liberty here. But you're right. I mean, as a bowling unit, you've got to be able to get them out. You've got to play the best sides. You want to win a tournament, you've got to beat the best teams in round 1 or the semis. It doesn't matter when you face them. But you've got to go with an attitude of being able to get them out. And now you just have to outsmart the batsman, because it's everything for the batsman to lose. Because if he gets out now, that's another wicket down and you have your last man in.
Huge pressure. I think there's a little bit of pressure on Sharma. I don't know if you'll see it that way, but just the match situation says that if he gets out here, suddenly the Kathiwada Cat Kings can get themselves right back in this game. Hits the pad. Ooh, I thought that might have slipped the pad.
It's wide by Parmar, but he's also a young lad who has good control over his skill. A long way to go for him. He's only 22, so there's a lot that he can offer the side and even the format in the coming years.
So I think if they're only 4 down here and Sharma came to the crease, I think he could just keep going. But I think he knows he just has to knock it around a little bit for a few overs. And that was the importance of that double play. Wickets in hand are slightly in the favour of the Cat Kings here. Oh, that's so unlucky. Brilliantly bowled. And Diggy drops his head in the commentary box. Disappointed with that, Diggy, but well bowled.
Yeah, I guess that's a bit of a victory for the bowler there, but I mean it happens in any format of cricket. Honestly, I mean you can't put fielders for bad shots, and neither can you put fielders for good shots, and that's just an example of one of the bad shots go to the fence, right?
Yeah, could so easily be bowled there. Oh no, now you can't put fielders for good shots like that, because that's gone straight into the haystack. I'm not sure we're going to find that one. One of the Centurion Masagami lads has gone looking for it.
He's missed his length there, Jagdish. Didn't know whether to go full, short. He's just given it to him on length, and Pradeep has anyway, he has a clear license to just swing at everything pretty much, because he knows he got another batsman with a 50-plus score waiting to come in. So
that's right, and actually there's less pressure on him than Sharma before that. There's 2 fields, because he knows that the other Sharma is still to come back in. So
absolutely.
It's gone again. This could be another one. Oh.
Yeah, Pradeep's got a free license to it, and he's just making the most of it moment.
This is the number 8 batsman, Diggy. The number 8 batsman, and it just shows what a lineup these guys have got here. Number 8 batsman just come in. Bang.
Yeah, someone's going to have a word with Jagdish. Probably got to be Harry or the skipper Parsing just to be able to control his length. Either pitch it up or bang it in short.
Could be catch. Qureshi comes around.
That's better.
Is that a catch? Has he taken it?
Yeah, I think so. He's excellent fielder, Qureshi.
Qureshi's a brilliant fielder. It's not often that...
Made a bit of a meal of that in his judgment, but he got around to it. Honestly, that doesn't hurt Delhi Lions so much. But as you said, what comes into play is now whether can you get another wicket and have last man standing.
I think that, although it went 4-6-6, I think that just evens it up a little bit, but that's on the assumption that they can pick up another wicket. If they can pick up another wicket, suddenly it's last man standing, and then you can only deal in boundaries and twos. Not that they've had a problem hitting the boundaries, but it just gives them a chance to keep that run rate. I think if feel they can chase maybe 8.5, yeah, anything over 9 might feel a little bit tight, yeah, but it is a good batting wicket, Diggy.
Yeah, I think so, I think it's also psychological, the 8-figure, 8.5-figure, 9-figure. So the more runs they get, there's obviously going to be much more pressure on the chase. I think the wicket's a good wicket by and large, despite the weather. The ground staff has done an excellent job getting things ship shape. Here we go. Safan's back into the attack, I think, for his last over here. So it's going to be a pretty crucial moment here because he only has this over to keep it tidy for Kathiwada.
I think I like this play though because they need a wicket. Both Sharmas are back at the crease. They both got 50. They both had a bit of a breather. But if you can just nick one of them out. Well bowled, Qureshi. That's where you want to be.
Yeah, he's done a good job with his length. I think, Ken, this is pretty sensible of the Delhi batsmen as well. They know he's the ace in the pack. So unless they get a bad ball, it looks like they're just going to see him out and then go for all glory in the last two.
Just the one. So he's bowling to his field, yeah, Qureshi. You'll know better than me, but from what I see, he looks like a smart thinking cricketer, Diggy.
Yeah, he is definitely got a bit of a cricketing brain. So he's played a lot of cricket. He plays a lot of league cricket, a lot of district cricket. He travels a lot. Another good ball by Qureshi. That's really good length right up the block hole.
Comes around.
I think at this stage you can afford to give it 2 as long as you're not getting hit for boundaries with 2 batsmen on 50 plus.
Just the level of professionalism the Delhi Lions bring to this here. Runs the first one hard. They play a low risk brand up the top, and then they've got hitters down the order. But can he sneak one through here? Straight to the field. This is a great over from Qureshi.
He's finished with figures of 1 for 24, I think, with a total of 168 for 6 and 18 overs. I think that's phenomenal.
It's really good point you made there. That's in a score where it looks like they're on track for 190. He's pretty much reserved the team to a 120 strike rate, so really good bowling. Diggy, would you fancy coming on the Malaysia Open?
Oh, I think so. I think that's going to be... I don't know whether the Kathiwada boys would want to come, or I'm going to have to fight it out with my Mumbai club side, so you're going to have to play devil's advocate here, mate, and try to figure out which team could make it. But Malaysia looks absolutely smashing. It's a new city. Cricket could be exciting there, and it's right in the middle of our off-season in India, so that's when we'll be really hungry for cricket. That's a really good shot, backward a point there, slashed at it. Top quality cricket shot again, picked his gap and smacked it to the boundary.
It's good to see Harry Kaloran coming around now, having a chat to roll. We've seen Rajesh Sharma and Shivam Sharma. They're so good square of the wicket on that cut shot. I feel he might have to try and fire it in at leg stump. Maybe sacrifice giving away a wide on the leg side just to not allow Sharma to free his arms. Bigger boundary on the leg side. That's a good line. Better line.
I think it's definitely going down leg, but the line was good, the length was good, and I think he followed the batsman. The batsman moved a bit early there and kind of, let his hand loose. Rahul did well to follow him, and at this stage of the game, where Delhi Up Boys singles and doubles are just golden balls for Kathiwada at the moment.
I think there's a bit of a word of advice from Kaloran. I think he has said just bowl a bit straighter here. There we go. That's good. Bit straighter.
That's brilliant length and line again, just cramping him for room, knowing that the batsman now wants a free hand and a free swing at pretty much everything. So that's, I guess, smart words from Harry, and good on the young boy to be executing it if he's doing exactly what he said.
He's airing close on the wide, but sometimes you just got to say, you know what, I'm going to take a gamble here, back my execution. He's just got to try and hit the bottom of leg here.
It's dug into the pitch as well with a bit of pace, so I think that's again smart bowling by Rahul here.
Yeah, Rajesh Sharma definitely favours the offside. So it's a good comeback in this over here. He can just sneak a wicket here. That's so well played. Jeez.
That's a good shot, isn't it? That one again, just dancing down the track and powering it through mid-wicket. Quality cricket shot.
It's easy sitting here in the commentary box, Diggy, but when you're out there bowling and you've been hit to all parts, it's not easy. But perhaps
absolutely. I think also the experience of the young boy became a bit predictable with his line
I was
there.
going to say that he maybe needed to, he had bowled 3 into the wicket, he maybe needed to just go back to his full delivery, but
absolutely.
The final over, the score is 181 for 6 after 19 overs.
All right, here we go. This is the business over of LMS, especially with the last ball rule of getting 12 runs there. So that's going to be crucial as to how young man can execute this over.
a good start to the over.
Good start by Jagdish there. A dot ball in the final over is going to be a golden ball there.
So pressure on young Jagdish Palmer here.
Yeah, it's a good shot again there. Just reading the mindset of the bowler and going through with his plans, really.
These two Sharmas have played some cricket in their time here. Diggy, they've been phenomenal the whole tournament. It's not the first bowling lineup that they've managed to get hold of.
Yeah, I can imagine these two look like, they've been around the circuit and they're, tough young lads. So they've got a lot of experience at this age already.
This time he goes deep in his crease, and it's another one.
Another massive shot. I think Jagdish needs to, again, either go really full or go really wide of the crease and make sure that
I think he should maybe go
batsman
around the
doesn't
wicket.
get, or around the wicket,
Maybe
and make
try and
sure
go
that
around the wicket.
batsman doesn't get under him.
I'm not sure if that'll help, but just maybe try and change the line of attack.
Yeah, absolutely.
But no matter what he does, he goes full, he gets hit down the ground, he drops it back in length, he gets hit. But I think the batsmen are also outsmarting, they sort of know what to expect the next delivery. That's 4 more. It's raining boundaries, yeah. I feel it as well.
Good feeling there by Rahul on the boundary again. Young, fresh legs.
That's
I
good
think
to see.
By and large, I think Kathiwada have had a one-up on the fielding this tournament. It's really saved them in the crucial matches which they've won by small margins. I think you'd have to give a lot of credit to the fielding as a unit.
Smash down the ground. Kaloran comes around. Clean pickup. Great fielding
by Kaloran.
I still get 2, but there was good fielding out there. Good to see a slow motion of that.
So 197 for 6. $198 is the target for the Kathiwada.
So Dick is only 10 and over.
Yeah, look, I mean, you're up against a quality side and you can expect 10 and over. Anything more than that would have been very hard to chew, but I think this is traceable on this wicket. 4 batsmen, we had the two Sharmas here outperform everyone else. You just need four batsmen out of your 8 to do a good job and see it through. And you really now got to look at making 450s of 25 balls. That's how they have to. The top 4 batsmen really need to look at the game in that respect, and then hope that out of the next 4, somebody would come through with a few big ones, and that would take you over the line. So I think it's definitely traceable. It is a big score. If I'm not wrong, it's probably the biggest score of the tournament so far.
On this ground, it certainly is. I don't think I've seen the score this high. But you know what? In saying that, scores are being probably about 30, 40 higher per innings today than yesterday. So
yeah, I think the conditions are better, the wicket's better, and obviously the players have all gotten used to the outfield, they've gotten used to the wicket, they've gotten used to oppositions, and they're starting to read players better as well. So I guess it's all a part of that tournament excitement to be able to analyze and choose and see what your opponents are going to do.
Yeah, and the other thing is yesterday's wicket was skidding on, keeping a bit low, so when you did go a bit shorter into the wicket, the batsman couldn't always trust the bounce, and you didn't see as many sort of flicks to the leg side for 4s and 6s, and you've just seen in that last over, Sharma was able to go deep in his crease, trust the bounce, and heave it over mid-wicket, where yesterday, if you're trying that, you're getting bowled or LBW. So that does give a chance for some of the hitters in your side to get under the ball. But they're going to need to bat well here, Diggy.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Delhi's spin versus Kathiwada's batting prowess, that's what it's going to come down to. But thanks, Wayne.
One side.
Yeah,
so we're calling that Teds?
Yeah.
Yeah. To go on chase this score, be epic.
Good luck, Diggy.
Thanks very much.
And as we look at the scorecard, both Sharmas. So we're going to be crossing over to Ross Cowood.
Following this game, we've got arguably a very important game, the plate final. Got the captains here from the Sydney Storm and the Masagami. Got Rian, he's going to toss the coin.
Yeah, so that's it, so.
Tails. Tails it is.
You've won the toss. What are you going to do?
We're going to have a bowl. Have a bowl first.
Any team changes?
No, because it's 9 per. Our manager misses out, so we're back to the 8 we've had all tournament.
All the best. Go well.
Thank you.
Rian, any changes to your team lineup?
Yeah, we're going to have 1 or 2 changes. Just going to confirm some of them now. But we're happy to bat first. We wanted to bat first anyway, so glad with that.
You guys had a difficult tour. Still enjoyed the week?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. I mean, it's an amazing experience for the boys being in India. I think that second game cost us a bit, some basics that we didn't do quite well. But the experience has been amazing, absolutely amazing. So grateful for that.
All the best. Go well.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, all the best, man. Thanks, buddy.
Next I have with me Meera Patel. She's the girlfriend of Harry Kaloran, who's playing for the Kathiwada. Yep. Meera, you've just played a season in Australia now, and you're in India. You played with us at Kathiwada. Enjoy that?
Yeah, it was great. It was great to get to know you guys. Harry's obviously met you and played a lot with you guys. Spoken about the format a lot as well, and it's really nice to get to know what he's been passionate about for a few years and what you guys have been building, and it's nice to see that. I think it's something that's transferable to the women's game, and I really enjoyed playing it. It was really good fun.
What was your favourite rule?
I quite like the double play. I know everyone says that, but I think it's great because no one's really expecting it, especially when you're coming in and not have played that rule. Yeah, I think it was really cool.
What's your plans for after this trip?
So going back to England, trying to find a job down in London, and will hopefully kickstart my career back into cricket. I've got a few people who've said they'll have a look at me when I come back, so we'll see. I've had a good season in Australia, so could be exciting. Go back to something.
It's been great having you on tour. Enjoy the rest of your time.
Thanks, Ross. Cheers.
Next I have with me Ashish. He's the owner here at Ballpark. Thanks, Ash.
Hi guys, thank you.
Firstly, thank you so much for having us. The hospitality has been amazing. What a fantastic ground. Can you just tell us about your first thought of Last Man Stands?
I think that's a great format, because it brings a different element to the game. It brings a different form of excitement. There are different rules. Like, for example, the double play. I hear a lot of people calling out that double play is their favorite, form. That's one of them. There are 8 people playing. So I think everybody gets a chance to get involved in the game. Like a batsman retiring after 50 changes the momentum for the batting side and gets the bowling side back into the game with a couple of wickets. So no, say yes, it's a great format. I think it should do well. Yeah.
You've obviously watched a lot of games this week, and you've obviously had finals day. Who's your pick for the winner?
You know, I quite like the Jaipur Dolphins because the bowling side is fabulous. They've been bowling really well. So yeah, even though this game's going very well, Delhi scored massive runs. I think they should be favourites to win this one. But you never know with Kathiwada's coming back. So, but I think my money would be on Dolphins.
Well, again, thank you so much from all of us, and thanks again.
Thank you so much.
Back to you guys in the studio.
Hi, it's Avia. I'm pleased to be working with Last Man Stands as their first ever global ambassador. Sign up now to Last Man Stands to play in the world's largest amateur T20 cricket league. Register now at lastmanstands.com. It's anybody's game.
Welcome back to the start of the second innings. Kathiwada Cat Kings taking on Delhi Lions. What a first innings that was by Delhi Lions, the two Sharmas.
Well, they just showed their class there, didn't they, Bjorn? They knew they had time, got through the early tough spell of swing bowling. Only 30 odd off it, the first 5 overs from Rahul and Qureshi. And then went to town when it mattered. 198 required now from the Kathiwada Cat Kings. It's an excellent batting deck under lights. Pradeep Padashar to open the bowling. It's going to be a 3-way spin attack first up, I think. Bjorn, what do you say?
I wouldn't change it if I was the Delhi Lions. It's worked all tournament. So effective. Just skids off the surface. Seems to generate extra pace as it hits the ground.
Good start here from Padashar. Just goes down to mid-on there. Couldn't quite get enough of a hand on it. Through and round. Been very effective. Left arm around the wicket. This tournament so far. And I'm talking to the local players here. They say that they're always completely used to left arm around the wicket because it's just a standard here in terms of spin. So not as unusual as it may be in other cricket playing countries.
It's a good start from the Kathiwada Cat Kings. Happy to knock it around. The question is, do they have the same firepower later on? Need to go 10 and over.
Quickly round in the deep there. Think about coming back for the second with a slight misfield. Just a single there though. 2 off the first 3 balls. Jagdish Palmer, we saw him bat well yesterday. On strike now for his second ball.
Let's drop short. Rock back. It's powerfully struck. 6 runs.
Wow, Palmer gets going early and they're going to need to do that, Bjorn, to get ahead of the rate in this tough chase. Almost 200 runs needed. Jagdish on his back foot. Great power early on. So he doesn't need to get his eye in.
Yesterday we saw Pradeep bowling those same deliveries and it just skidded on. That time it set up nicely for the batsman. He's rocked back and helped himself.
Manish Sarawat to come on for the second over. Another spin bowler. Left armer again. That'll give Palmer no end of confidence there, Bjorn. Second ball. Belts it over mid-wicket into the night sky.
Sweet timing as well.
Panchal on strike now. Sarawat's first ball. Down the ground. That's just going to be a single to long on. It's been a wonderful day of cricket here at the ballpark in Delhi. Lovely weather as well. Mid-20s, sunny. Contrast to the first couple of days of this tournament.
Fantastic day so far. I've just seen the wind pick up. I hope it's not bringing any rain. The ball's caressed down to long off.
It's a tight start here from the Delhi Lions bowlers. Just the one ball going for a 6. Dots and ones for the rest of the deliveries. 187 needed from 93 balls. So required rate goes up to over 2 a ball. Played off the legs. Out to deep square leg there. Sensible from Panchal. Plenty of time to come. As he saw, the Delhi Lions only scored 32 of their first 5 overs. And then really accelerated, almost 167 off the remaining 15.
It's a nice looking shot there. Just used the crease nicely. Rocked back. Punched it through to the covers.
How much dew do you think will be out there already, Bjorn? Is that going to affect things in this bowling innings, or is it going to come more into play in the next game?
I think it'll be the next game, maybe towards the second 10. It's gone big there. It's up in the ears. It's hit the last man stand signboard and it's gone straight through it. Great shot there.
Wonderful shot there. Just what Panchal needed to get himself going. Steps right down the wicket, frees his arms, takes it from outside off stump. Bang, rips through the last man stands banner. The power of the man. Panchal moves on to 10 off 6. Palmer 9 off 4, and that's crucially important, Bjorn, for both of the opening batsmen to get a maximum in their first couple of overs.
It's fantastic stuff from the opening pair, both timing the ball sweetly. It'll settle their nerves and give them a world of confidence to play through the line. It's a really good batting track.
Interesting here. So they are going with the three-man opening approach. Gaurav Kumar coming on to bowl his first delivery.
And it's interesting. It looks like he's not a spinner. That's the first time I've seen them not bowl their three-man opening attack with 3 spinners, usually.
Gaurav Kumar coming in for his first delivery. Fires it in on the pads, dot ball, and I wonder if that's the result of those 2 early 6s there, Bjorn. Just thinking that they've got to change it up here.
100%, Rob. I think you're spot on there. Trying something different. That's pressure from the batsman. It's a small moral victory.
Kumar up against Jagdish Palmer. He's looked good in this tournament so far. Lovely technique. Till then, trying to pull a ball from a foot outside off. Short delivery. May have been better there. Just trying to get that over the keeper's head down to the vacant third man region. So there is a very wide third man down there on the boundary.
Any little bit of bat in that fine would have raced to the boundary. This is not good batting here from Palmer. There's 2 dots in a row there. Needs to get some bats on ball.
So we saw a dot off the first ball of the innings, and then they've been so effective since then, just making sure they've got a single off each ball. But now we've seen 3 dots in a row here.
We saw the Delhi Lions do that so well. When there was good deliveries, they were still scoring ones.
Let's see if he can keep his head here. Change to seam up, and it's working so far. Panchal gets hold of that. Where's that going? It's going out deep. Backward square leg coming round. They won't be able to get back for 2. So just a single there, and this is a brilliant first over here from Gaurav Kumar.
One to come in the over. Kaival Panchal on strike now.
20 for none. 14 deliveries bowled. 178 needed off 86 balls. Last ball of Kumar's first over. Outside off. Nudged into the offside. They should just get the 1 there as backward point comes round to pick it up. So excellent over there from Gaurav Kumar. Just 2 runs off it. 3 overs, 21 for none. The Kathiwada Cat Kings chasing 177 off the next 85 balls.
It was well played by Panchal there, I think.
Beautiful.
Palmer can take a leaf out of his book there when there's a good delivery. Just knock it around for 1 and 2.
Beautiful scenes here, as you can see on the cameras. Ballpark, lovely venue in Gurgaon, Delhi, India. Excellent floodlights out there. Pradeep Parashar comes on for his second over. The opening bowler. Panchal looking to go on the counter-attack. To the offside, it will just be the single there.
Looking for 2. So Pradeep Parashar back into the attack.
Comes through for his second delivery. In at the batsman. Nudged on the offside again. Deep backward points coming round. They should be able to come back for 2, and they do. Good flat arm in. But the batsmen are safely home there. They need a bit more of that. Bjorn just turning 1s into 2s just to keep on track with this required run rate.
And frustrate the skipper and the bowler with these 1s and 2s. They hate it out there when the runs just keep flowing like this. It's very frustrating. You wonder, you start tinkering with your field. Ask the bowler to change his line. You want those dot balls, you want those wickets. So good stuff here from the Kathiwada Cat Kings.
Kaival Panchal, 12 off 8 deliveries so far. Comes down the wicket, plays to the leg side. That's just going to be the single there. Didn't quite get hold of that. Bit edgy.
Well, once you come in the over, and they finish with the boundary here. Just taking the pace off that ball, and he hasn't got hold of it. It's just the 1.
Brings an end to the 4th over of this run chase. 27 for none. So Kathiwada Cat Kings have survived the first 4 overs without loss of a wicket. Jagdish Palmer 14 off 11. Kaival Panchal 13 off 9. Both batsmen have hit a 6 in their brief time at the crease so far. But there's a long road to go. 171 more runs required to win the next 80 deliveries.
Gaurav Kumar coming back into bowl. Just went for 2 runs off that first over. He won more of the same. Kathiwada Cat Kings have got to get runs off him. Nothing less than 6 this over.
It was an excellent first over, particularly those shorter balls outside off stump. Let's see if he tries that tactic again. No, on the body, and that one's run down a third man. Is it going to go all the way? They're coming round.
Oh, should have been 2. It's a bit slow there from the batsman.
Really got to turn those ones into 2, especially chasing such a high total. 4.1 overs, 28 for none. Similar kind of score to what Delhi Lions were at this stage, but that was before Shiva Sharma really got going, along with Rajesh Sharma. The rest of the Lions batting lineup, he took them up to close to 200, 197 off their 20 overs. Just into the leg side there for a single, mid-wicket comes in. So we saw the 2 early sixes in the first 2 overs, which really looked like the opening batsman coming out with serious intent. But now they've been pegged back a bit here, Bjorn.
It's good bowling from Kumar. That's the reason why.
So Gaurav Kumar in his second over, just 3 runs off his spell so far. And that's edged down just off to the offside there. Could have gone anywhere there.
It's a leading edge and it's beaten him for pace there. He's got some gears, this guy, Gaurav Kumar. He's ramping up his pace here a bit. That was a lot quicker than what he's bowled so far. It was about 139 clicks an hour there.
Kumar comes in again, 4th ball of his second over. Short again into the body. It's been so effective so far, and keeping the pressure on the batsman. He's only gone for 4 runs of his 8 deliveries. It's great bowling here under lights at the ballpark in Delhi, India.
He's quick, this guy.
Any kind of edge will go though, so let's see. Panchal, what's he got? 14 off 11. Last ball of Gaurav Kumar's over and he just pulls out the delivery.
Panchal on strike. Needs a boundary here to release the pressure.
Kumar comes in again. Short, he's gone hard at that. Where has that gone? It's gone very high, down to fine leg.
No, he's put it down. It's a bad drop. Could be costly for the Delhi Lions. Good pressure from Gaurav Kumar there, drawing the false shot there, but not backed up by his fielders in the deep. Let's have a look at the replay.
Really went after it hard. He knew that the pressure had built. Had a real go. Could have gone anywhere high into the night sky. Fine leg, managed to get well to it. He should have backed himself to take that. I think he just lost it a bit. The Delhi Knights brings an end to the 5th over, 31 for none. For the Kathiwada Cat Kings, chasing 198 to win the semi-final and advance to the first ever India Super Series final here in Delhi.
That's Panchal on strike. Rajesh Sharma is coming on to bowl. Batted so nicely earlier on. Oh, he's bowled him.
Great delivery. First up there from Rajesh Sharma. Just pushed that one through. May have turned a little bit. Kaival Panchal on his way. He looked great with that early 6.
That looks like he's just bowled the slider there. Just flicked it with his fingers. Watch his fingers closely here.
Brilliant delivery. Pitch just outside off, hitting middle and leg. There's the first wicket. Rajesh Sharma with his first ball. What a start. He started also with a bat. Now he's doing the business with the ball. 5.1 overs, pressure on the Cat Kings. 31 for 1. $167 required from 74 balls.
Very similar to the start of the Kathiwada Cat Kings innings. I mean, the Delhi Lions innings, they're replicating each other. And the question remains, do the Cat Kings have the gun power to increase their striking ability later on as the innings goes out?
Well, you got one of their star bowlers coming in at number 3 for the Kathiwada Cat Kings, Safan Qureshi. He's been a standout bowler this tournament with his hooping in-swingers, a decent pace. He's got a big job on his hands now to pull the match back in favour of the Kathiwada Cat Kings, taking a leg stump guard first up. Rajesh Sharma up against Safan Qureshi. Who's going to win this battle? Nudged into the offside, down to third man. Just a single there to get Qureshi off the mark. 5.2 overs, 31 runs. Well, we saw 2 sixes in the first 2 overs. Haven't seen a boundary since. They're much needed one now, the Kathiwada Cat Kings. Rajesh Sharma comes in, he's gone hard at that. That's edge down towards third man, who'll just pick it up easily for another single. Well, Jagdish Parma, bit of intent. Knows that he's got to get going. He's had a few of those dot balls. You'll see the run rate rising, the required run rate. Short of a length, wide of third man, but he'll be able to pick that up easily. So 3 balls down to the third man fielder there. In this over so far, 3 singles. To go along with the wicket, the big wicket from Rajesh Sharma. Last ball of the 6th over. Rajesh Sharma in, belted back at the bowler. Tough there for him.
Drop
Goes out
catch,
to long
Rob.
on.
Drop catch, got a fingertip to it there. Got to take those off your own bowling. If you can't take those, you can't expect your fielders to. Could be costly.
Very true. Thinking last man stands cricket though. Just belts it back. Oh, God, he did get a good hand to it, but really belted there from Palmer. Gave himself every chance, and in the end it's just a single. 6 overs, 35 for 1. 163 runs needed off 70 balls. So it's well over 2 a ball now. The pressure really mounting on the Cat Kings here. Manish Sarawat comes on for his 2nd over.
We've bowled him. They don't need to panic. We've seen what the Delhi Lions did. Just got to pick your bowlers and your moments. Ball's not there to hit. Can't force it. Certainly can't force it like that. Got to use your feet too, Manish Sarawat. That was not short enough to go back to.
Set batsman as well there, Bjorn, Jagdish Palmer. So both of the openers who have started well, now both gone. 2 new batsmen having to rebuild. So Safan Qureshi, one of the star bowlers of the tournament, who will he be joined at the crease by?
So Kathiwada Cat Kings rocked here early. 2 wickets down.
Sarawat, vastly experienced bowler. Pressure on Kathiwada here. They need someone to play an exceptional innings from this stage. They're falling behind in this game with the loss of both openers. They've still got 3 or 4 very good batsmen to come. But whether they've got the hitting ability of Shivan Sharma remains to be seen. First ball into the offside there. The new batsman.
Might have missed the trick not opening with Harry Kiloran, but they're holding him back here for to finish the innings, but it could be too late by then.
I agree with you there, Bjorn. I feel with his experience and now some cricket, would be good to have him right up the order. If not opening, maybe number 3, lead by example. A lot of talent in this Kathiwada team, but also quite a bit of youth as well. So passing by Ratwa and the new batsman at the crease. Joining Safan Qureshi. Manish Sarawat with his 4th delivery of his 2nd over. Quicker ball in there, just nudged down behind square on the offside. Single for Qureshi, moves the score on to 37 for 2.
It's a good over here from Manish Sarawat.
Excellent over, just 2 runs off it and the wicket. What has Manish Sarawat got to finish his over? Flied up beautifully in a dot ball. What a wonderful over there. Manish Sarawat still looks upset by his over there. Shows determination of the man.
7 overs now complete. The Cat Kings up to 37 for 2. They need 161 more runs from 65 deliveries.
It's a tough ask from here. 161 off 65 balls, getting up to almost 3 a ball. Bjorn.
There's only one thing to do from here, and that's to throw a bit of caution to the wind. They've got to take a few more chances. They've got to increase the run rate. Can't just go through the motions here. But it's important to pick the right deliveries to go after.
Pressure mounting on the Cat Kings. Stefan Qureshi with another dot ball there. Back to the bowler. So in the last 5 deliveries, seen a wicket and 3 dot balls. Qureshi out to the leg side there. He'll get a single. They need more than that at the moment. Kathiwada will be well aware of that. Be careful not to try and hit the ball too hard and lose their shape. There's still plenty of gaps. Quickish outfield still.
He's gone for that. It's going to bounce short of the fielder. They're looking for 2. It's good running. Oh no, it could be a run out. Throw it to the wrong end. A bit of a mix up there between the 2 batsmen.
Well, I don't think that was Stefan Qureshi's fault. He was the one that was almost run out in the end. But passing by Ratwa really just paused a while at the non-striker's end. Static for at least 2 seconds. I think if he had turned quickly there, that was probably going to be 2 runs.
Should have been 2 runs, Rob. 2 balls to come in the over.
Sharma into Qureshi again, just bunts it out to the leg side. Doesn't get desired result though, just another single. Look at the last 10 balls now. Just singles, 3 dots and a wicket. Only 6 runs off the last 10 balls. This match just heading one way at the moment. Something special needs to happen. Can Ratwa make it happen? He goes hard. Where's that going to fall?
Looks like that's another wicket. 40 for 3 after 8 overs.
Here we go. Disappointment again for the Kathiwada Cat Kings as Ratwa goes for just 2 runs. 8 overs, 40 for 3. They're going along at just 5 and over when they need close to 10. 60 balls left in this innings, 158 required now. Stefan Qureshi's faced 7 balls. He needs to get going. Who is the new batsman, Bjorn?
I don't know who it is, but they need to take it deep here. They need to give themselves a chance. They can't keep losing wickets like this. Looks like it's Harry Kiloran coming in to bat.
So the Englishman, Harry Kiloran, is going to need all of his experience here. He likes to get himself going a bit early on. He'll be more comfortable with the 1s and 2s and hitting the bad balls for 4. But does he have the time to do that now, Bjorn? 60 balls, 158 needed.
I think he's got to enjoy it out there and just take it as deep as he can. Enjoy himself out there. There's no pressure on him. They're up against it here. If he can get them to the last 5 overs with just still 3 down, just go at 6 or 7 and over from here on in until the last 5 and see what happens. So difficult out there. Another cracking delivery there by Vickers Dixit.
Just a shout out to the exceptional bowling figures so far, Bjorn, from Rajesh Sharma. 2 overs, 2 for just 7 runs. Great stuff.
Well, that's going to be 4 wides. Welcome boundary there for the Cat Kings.
Absolutely, that's just what they needed there. A freebie going for 5 down the leg side. Wicketkeeper didn't quite get across. A few blocked by the batsman, but you still got to get across to those ones. Well, can that be the lucky delivery that gets the Cat Kings going? Harry Kiloran down the non-striker's end. Stefan Qureshi, one of the stars of this tournament, with the ball on strike. Back to the bowler.
That's out. Silly shot there. But that's how he plays. I've seen him strike those for 6 before. It's a different level of bowling here from Delhi Lions.
So Stefan Qureshi departs for 10 runs. Pressure building on the Cat Kings.
And if they carry on playing shots like that, they're not going to last their 20 overs. They're going to be bowled out. This will be criminal.
The entire top 4 now gone, Bjorn. Harry Kiloran in there at number 5. Wayne C will come in to join him at number 6. Reminder that Shivam Sharma in the first innings scored 62 from just 31 balls. Harry will be joined. Let's just have a quick look at this wicket first. Vickers Dixit. Second delivery. Good catch, but if he had dropped that, Bjorn, I know that you wouldn't mince your words.
That was the easier one of the 2. Not sure who it was that dropped the other caught and bowled, but that was a lot easier. Straight back at him. Had a lot of time.
So Moinuddin, Patan, the new batsman, face the first delivery. Two completely new batsmen at the crease now. And again, just a dot ball through to the keeper. Pressure just building here. Look at these last 10 balls. Apart from the wide, there's been nothing coming Kathiwada Cat Kings' way.
Oh, that's a good turn. Played it nicely. It's down to third man. Looking for a second.
So just a single to end a good first over there from Vikas Dixit. Went for 5 wides of his first delivery and then ended up with 1 for 6 from his over. So great recovery there from Dixit.
Harry Killoran's been in for 6 or 7 balls now and hasn't faced one yet. He's on the non-striker's end.
And every ball he doesn't face one, reduce the amount of balls left in the innings, means he'll have to go harder. Excellent bowling, and excellent fielding off his own bowling from Rajesh Sharma. 2.1 overs, 2 for 7. Can he get a third wicket here for the Delhi Lions? They've got Kathiwada Cat Kings onto the cosh. Quick ball there. Again, nudge back to the bowler. They'll get the single this time. Finally, Bjorn. Harry Killoran, the Englishman, on strike for the Kathiwada Cat Kings.
Huge pressure on his shoulders. They shouldn't be there. They're up against the score's 47-4. He should just be thinking to take the team deep here.
Comes in out to the offside there. Easy single to get Harry Killoran off the mark.
Patan back on strike. There's 2 to come. He's looking for a boundary. He's happy to use his feet. Oh, that's another dot ball. It's well bowled by Rajesh Sharma.
It's been a remarkable amount of dot balls in this innings so far, Bjorn. Early on, they were good with a just out to the offside there. That'll just be the single to the deep, unless they can come back quickly for 2. No, they choose not to. But we saw early on there was a dot ball off the first delivery, and then the first few overs.
Overthrows. Silly from the Delhi Lions there. It's unnecessary stuff there. Shocking throw to the keeper, who's misjudged it as well.
Brings an end to the first half of this second innings. The second semi-final of the India Super Series. 10 overs gone now, 50 for 4. Kathiwada Cat Kings in trouble, chasing 198 for a spot in the final. Delhi Lions looking well in control here. And Bjorn, just back to the dot balls. First ball was a dot. Then you mentioned at the time how effective the Kathiwada openers have been at rotating the strike. And then it all just seems to have dried up. Dot balls built the pressure. Wickets have fallen. Momentum lost.
Very disappointing display here by Kathiwada Cat Kings. They've battled under the pressure. And they should have really taken a leaf out of the book of the Delhi Lions, who just never seem to get flustered by any good balls, any good deliveries. They just were happy to knock it around for 1s and 2s. And you saw how destructive they were in those last 6-7 overs. That's the way to play this game. Lauren on strike. Hit him on the pads, just sliding down leg.
He's a great guy, Harry Killoran. Wonderful cricketer, facing his third delivery here. Goes for the ramp, doesn't quite get hold of it, but it confuses the keeper, and it does the job there.
It's runs on the board, doesn't matter how they come.
And wides as well there, Bjorn, so that'll go to the batsman. That'll boost Harry Killoran's average. Didn't get hold of it, but did the job nicely. Good way of distracting the keeper there.
It's actually unfair on the keeper there. He's completely blindsided. Harry swept that across to the leg side. It's a boundary. It's a great shot there. So back-to-back boundaries, Rob.
Wonderful stuff from Harry Killoran. Really reached for that slog sweep. Got hold of it nicely. That was just a previous delivery. Let's have a look at this sweep shot that went before the next ball. Dixit comes in. Boom. Wide outside off stump. Really had to reach for it. Got good power. Dixit comes in for his third delivery.
There's a repeal. Batsman stands his ground.
Unmoved there. He's not happy, the keeper. Believes that should have been a wicket. It's just going to pass over commentary to Ross Kaywood, but this over's a bit too exciting. I think something's going to happen here, Bjorn.
Lauren on strike. Has he hit it? No, I don't think he's missed it. Need to get the snicker meter out. So, 2 balls to come in the over.
Clawing out to the deep. He hasn't quite got hold of that. That's just going to go to the mid wicket for the single. Score moves on to 60 for 4. 1 ball left in Vikas Dixit's second over. 1 for 16 for him so far. Not helped by those 5 wides early in the over. Really had to reach for that there. Didn't get much of it, Patan. They're coming back for 2 though. That brings an end to the 11th over. 62 for 4. 136 needed off the final 45 deliveries. And I'm going to hand over to the one and only Ross Kaywood to take us through to the finish of this second semi-final of the 2023 India Super Series.
Welcome, Ross Kaywood.
Thanks very much, Rob. Hi, Briggsy. How are you, buddy?
Good on yourself, Mr. Kaywood. Doing a fantastic job interviewing the players and the fans around the park.
Thank you. It's been good fun having a chat to everyone. So 62 for 4 after 11. Delhi Lions really on top here. Such a strong team.
So, Ross, if you were to take out some water and a pair of new gloves to these 2 batsmen, what's the advice you'd give them from here on in?
Just go for it. It's all to play for. This is a semi-final. You know, it's
no pressure cricket.
No pressure cricket. You don't want to leave anything out there. Harry Lauren's a quality player. I feel that he should have batted himself up the order, coming in at 5. He could have set the pace early.
So he doesn't speak much Hindi nor Gujarati. Do you think there's possibly a language barrier there? Maybe he said he's coming in 1 and they just put him in at 5. Possibly could have happened there. I know he likes batting up the order.
So following this game, we've got the plate final between the Masagami and the Sydney Storm T10 game. Then afterwards, the grand final here at Ball Park.
It's gone high. This could be out. It's gone to deep mid wicket. The fielder's under it, and what a grab there! Is that Rajesh Sharma under that one? An absolute screamer. Went very high, and he's just held his nerve and the ball and taken an absolute cracker of a catch.
Fantastic camera work there.
The 5th wicket goes down for the Kathiwada Cat Kings.
It is Rajesh Sharma. What a catch! What a player! What a man! He's done it with the bat. He's done it with the ball. Now he's doing it in the field. Ross.
He's an absolute quality player. Can't do nothing wrong tonight.
He reminds me very much of a young Ross Kaywood.
It's very kind, Briggsy. Don't think it's quite true though.
Didn't see you spill any catches out on the deep, if I'm honest. So 64 for 5. Kathiwada Cat Kings in real trouble here. The wickets just keep on coming. Rohan Rati in the action. Picks up a wicket in his first over here.
Dhaval Patel, the new man in. Playing a miss there.
Swing and a miss. Been a lot of that this innings.
So Briggsy, what's been your moments of the tournament so far?
A lot of good moments. I've loved the catching and the fielding from these teams out there, throwing their bodies around. Been some exceptional catches. So wicketkeeper, I always appreciate the athleticism, and it's been on display. It's been remarkable. Some good caught and bowls, some good catches in the deep. Going to be hard to pick an exact moment though, Ross Kaywood.
So after 12 overs, score is 65 for 5. The Kathiwada Kings in a spot of bother here.
Oh, he's bowled him. Was that an inside edge? I thought it came off the stumps there. But he's got an inside edge, beating the keeper, all ends. They're going for 2.
That's buys.
Buys. Thought it caught something there.
Don't know how that missed. It looked very close there to the leg stump there, Briggsy.
Patel's got another life here.
He's going to have to bowl that one again. The required rate, 131 of 38. Mountain to climb here. But as you mentioned earlier, the Jaipur Dolphins are waiting to meet whoever wins here in the final. It should be a cracking game, Bjorn.
Well, they've certainly got a deeper batting lineup than do the Cat Kings. And it looks like they are going to be facing the Delhi Lions. The game's not over yet, but it's very unlikely that we'll see the Cat Kings chase this target down. It just looks out of reach at the moment.
Big heave out to deep mid wicket. There's no man out there. It'll go for 4, Briggsy.
Jeff Brewer tidies up there from Masagami on the floor. We need more of this. They want to chase it down.
A lot more of this.
Look at that bounce and turn from Vickers Dixit.
Who's your money on for the plate final, Briggsy? City Storm Masagami. I know you are from the Highveld in Johannesburg, but I know you're an objective fair man.
I think Masagami going to walk all over the Sydney Storm. It's going to be one-sided affair, Ross. No, I'm just kidding. Should be a good game. But Sydney Storm will have to play well to beat the Masagami, who are reeling after being knocked out in the pool stages of the tournament. They'll want to win it, that's for sure. So it should be a cracking contest. Who's your money on, Ross?
Masagami. They're a quality team. But you never know. Sydney Storm also a good side. Haven't played their best cricket this week.
I think this track will suit the Sydney Storm. Ball comes on nicely to the bat, and they've got some absolutely massive hitters. Nazir Tabas hits the ball an absolute mile.
Little dab down there to backward point for a single. Don't think singles are going to help their run chase here. Really got to deal in boundaries.
A lot of boundaries, Russ. A lot of boundaries here. They need a bat like Shivam Sharma, and that's no easy feat. He's able to hit boundaries at will. Picks the ball up so early. This could be out. There's a fielder under it. No, bounces short.
So it's been, regardless of the result, yeah, it's been a fantastic journey for the Kathiwada Kings. As we've spoken about before, we had a fantastic time up there. Hospitality was next level. To meet all the locals, play at the local cricket pitch field.
What an experience for the young men. They come back stronger next tournament. It's a very wide delivery. Be interesting to hear from the Cat Kings what they need to do to improve their game. They practice really hard. Play a lot of cricket down in Kathiwada. Got a beautiful cricket oval there next to the hunting lodge.
So 80 for 5 after 14. Moinenden 13 of 15. Deva Patel 8 of 8. Required rate 118 of 30.
So 81 for 5. Patan and Patel at the crease. Can they pull off a miracle here? Certainly not giving up. That's another boundary. Great shot there by Patan. He's on 17 from 16 balls now.
Yep.
Have a look at the replay here. Just rocks back in the crease.
Okay, Manavi.
Score is 85 for 5. 2 balls left in the over. Vickers sticks it. Bowling to Patan. He's pushed it wide. He's gone straight and high. Has he got enough on it?
Full safe. Briggsy, what's the required run rate per ball here?
It's, we're going to have to ask our statistician, Mr. Wayne Grieve. It's I would say it's about 3 a ball. Ross Gayward, what do you reckon? 3.8? 4.2?
Top edge there. Oh, he's dropped it.
Oh my word, has he got it at the second grab there? No. He's having a little laugh there. I think he can afford himself a laugh at this stage of the game.
I think he's taken it, Briggsy. Let's
Has he
have a look.
taken it? I thought he did get it on the second grab, but then he punched the ground.
No, not out. They looked happy there, so it looked like they somewhat grabbed it out of.
He's just enjoying himself out there, which is wonderful to see.
So 86 for 5 after 15. Moyden Pathan, runnable 18 off 18. Daval 9 of 10. Just punch down to extra cover for a single.
So 4.2 a ball required now, Ross.
You're a high grade maths at school?
I was higher grade. Extra lessons with Mrs. Lees, Trish Lees.
Oh,
That's
swinging
given him.
He looked pretty adjacent. Pretty easy decision there for the umpire.
Let's have a look at the replay.
So 6 down.
Wicket falls for Kathiwada, 87 on the ball.
One feels this is the end of the journey of the Kathiwada Cat Kings and their LMS India Super Series.
I think so, Ross. That was pretty adjacent and an easy decision there for the umpire. He's been superb all evening. So Rahul Tugat, who bowled superbly, possibly a little bit too short against Sharma in his initial spell. But fantastic tournament he's had. He's been one of the standout players for the Kathiwada Cat Kings.
This wicket has played exceptionally well today, Briggsy. It's been as flat as the M1 coming out of Joburg.
He's tossed it up there. Don't think he's going to take wickets like that. They're not that bad. They're a fantastic team, and if he's going to bowl like that, he's going to get smacked around. Rohan Ratty. Let's push that one through a bit quicker. Quicker delivery.
Oh, it's a good looking shot out there too. Extra cover boundary. Just a single though.
They bat all the way down to the Cat Kings. They just don't seem to have the firepower that the Delhi Lions had.
Absolutely. But such a great bunch of guys. You know, they've played all their games in the right spirit. They've never given up. You know, this is a memory that will live with them forever. And hopefully you can see them back at future Indian Super Series tournaments.
100% Ross. They thrive under these conditions. They're only going to improve. Such a learning curve for these young men from Kathiwada region. So 107 off 19 balls. Like to see a few sixes here from these batsmen.
Seems these batsmen are wanting to get a bit of a nod out here.
I've seen better batsmen do the same thing. None other than Ross Kathiwada in the warm-up match.
Yeah, I value my wicket, Briggsy.
Always toss that up there. It's just the one.
Just a big thank you to our umpires who've done a fantastic job for us this week. They've umpired with a calm authority. It's gone in the air.
That's a big catch there. It's a big moment in the game. It's now last man standing. And Ross, we've got the Malaysia Open happening later this year at the end of July. Will you be taking a team across?
So in the peak of the English summer, busy time for me that time of year. I'll certainly do my best.
How many teams have you got in London at the moment, Ross?
I've got 500.
500 teams playing. And how many fields do you require for that sort of... That's a huge amount of teams that you've got.
About 25 venues.
25 venues. Fantastic stuff, Ross. And have any of your teams, 500 of them, have they asked for a no objection letter from you to go on the tour to Malaysia Open? How does the process work if they want to go on tour? They've signed up to your leagues.
It's very simple. Just get on the website, lastmanstands.com/join, or pop me an email.
But if they want to go on the tour, do you organise a bye for them?
Oh, absolutely.
Or do they just get a walkover? They lose their points for that game?
That is a good question. I will need to have a think of how much it will affect the league. But in saying that, though, I would have to make a plan to get them there. Make sure they're not penalised.
Nothing better than an English summer, and he's given him. That's the end of the match. Batsman's not happy with it. We'll have a look at that replay in a moment. Another team fails to make 100 against the magnificent Delhi Lions, and I think he's probably right. I think that's sliding down the leg side. It's the first iffy decision I've seen in this tournament.
So next up is the plate final between the Masagami and the Sydney Storm. Following that will be the Delhi Lions against the Jaipur Dolphins.
So Rajesh Sharma probably man of the match, 78 from 42, and he picked up wickets for not much runs. We look at the two teams shaking hands there. Just going to take a moment to say thank you to our sponsors, MA Software Solutions, Intrack, Bondor, Structural Glazing Group, Capri Loans, Basic Home Loans, Shell Aviation, Full Toss Sports, Title Search, SKP. Joining me in the commentary box is Mr. Wayne Grieve.
Yes, Bjorn, that concludes both semi-finals. I know the Kathiwada Cat Kings will be initially a little bit disappointed now, but they came across a powerhouse of the Delhi Lions, and they've had a good tournament, and I'm sure they'll be coming back strongly next year. But I'm really looking forward to this plate final. Two of the international teams that have come over, both of them didn't make it out their group stages, and we've given them some extra cricket, and they played some extra knockout matches this morning, and Centurion Masagami have won the toss and they've elected to bat. Sydney Storm, you can see in the yellow and green, they will be fielding, and I think that's going to be a cracking match. just been corrected that the Sydney Storm actually won the toss and they elected to bowl. I think Masagami would have done this, but at first anyway. Bjorn.
I think so. They'd normally like to bat first, score 300. That shouldn't be any difference this afternoon, this evening. It's a 10-over match.
So you're not giving the Sydney Storm any chance in this plate final.
No, you can't write off the Sydney Storm.
So this is what we'd call it.
Players, and they're going to be a force to be reckoned with, Wayne.
We would call this a curtain raiser, Beyond, to the main event. The main event is going to be Jaipur Dolphins